Meghan doesn't have any. The Queen's last decree gave Beatrice and Eduardo a special line of succession. Sussex is choking. Princess Beatrice's husband, Eduardo Maple Limozi, paid a subtle tribute to the late Queen during the procession of her coffin to Westminster Hall earlier this week. Princess Beatrice's husband wore a lapel pin at the state procession on Wednesday to show his devotion to his wife. Princess Beatrice, 34, is currently mourning the loss of her late grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, who died on September 8 at the age of 96. She and her husband of 2 years Eduardo Malignazi today attended the state procession for the late monarch Edoardo, who was equipped with the lapel pin demonstrating his deep love for his princess. The royal blog also shared that the pin's cipher depicts a bee intertwined with Princess Beatrice's coronet, an affectionate nod to her family nickname Bee. The news of Her Majesty's death was a difficult one for Eduardo, who took to Instagram to share a candid moment, shared reflection and tribute to the late monarch. In an endearing gesture, Eduardo wore the same pin he wore for the platinum anniversary service and his 2020 wedding. According to a Twitter user, it contains a monogram and cipher of an interlocking B and D. Of course, these initials stand for Beatrice and Eduardo, who have been in a relationship since 2019. As another cute touch, the initials B and E form the shape of a bee. This is the nickname of Princess Beatrice, known to close friends and family as Beat. The needle also contained Beatrice's cornet at the top. It was a kind gesture from Eduardo to his 2-year-old wife. Both Princess Beatrice and her younger sister Princess Eugenie were emotional the occasion and were pictured wiping away tears. The princesses also looked distraught as they walked hand in hand and scanned the flowers and messages of condolence left by royal fans in Balmoral over the weekend. Beatrice's yearbook was seen walking quietly down the gates of Balmoral and showing their support for one another by holding hands. Both looked very solemn and wore black to express their sadness, as did the other members of the royal family in attendance. Princess Beatrice wiped her eyes as she read the tributes left to the Queen at Aberdeenshire Estate. Both sisters seemed deeply touched by the public's love for their late grandmother and smiled sadly as they read some of the messages left for the late monarch. Beatrice shared a sweet bond with the late monarch, who was present at her wedding to Italian property developer Edoardo on July 17. As well as attending Beatrice's wedding at the height of the coronavirus pandemic, the Queen is generously lending the bride her own tiara and vintage gown.